Hello, my name is Julie. Welcome to my channel. You're watching Treasures Made from Yarn. And in this video, we're going to show you some updates I have. And I have this little doll here to demonstrate my first finished work object. A little big for the doll, but definitely too small for my head. This was the Bod Hat Palooza pattern from 2 weeks ago. Not this past week, but 2 weeks ago. The witch's hat was picked out. So I just finished up this witch's hat. I was going to make it bigger to fit me, but kind of wanted to get it done, and I'm not sure if I would realistically wear a pink witch's hat, but so yeah, I usually have this baby doll around to demonstrate, to model any of the doll clothes I made, so a little big for this doll. But anyway, that is the first project I have done. And this doll is sitting on another project I have done, but I will come back to that in a minute. So I was happy that it worked out. This is, you've seen several videos back, I had the Premier Basics yarn that I bought to make my son a scarf on the knitting machine. And the label said that I need 2 skeins for a scarf, and I was a little concerned, but this is 1 skein, and it turned out to be, I think it'll be long enough. Now keep in mind that I have a 40 pin. So if I had made this like on a 48, I'm not sure if it might not have been as long. I don't know if it'll be too narrow, but it's double stranded, so it should be hopefully warm enough for me to use it. But anyway, that is done. This is the Premier Basics DK weight yarn. That 1 ball made the scarf, and I gave it the straight, worked out the straight edge on that. Maybe someday I'll do a tutorial on how I do that. There's probably other tutorials out there how to do that, but maybe someday I'll make one to show how I do that. So I have yet to give him, as I record this, I have not shown him or given him the scarf yet, so I'll probably have a picture of him wearing it and or a video, giving it to him. We'll see. But I'm sure there'll be at least a picture of him wearing it. So I got that done. I got last minute. A lot of these are like quick projects, like this one. I did another pumpkin. So I do have a video tutorial on how I do this. But just made another quick pumpkin. Let's see. I think you've already seen this in a previous video, which I talked about the Mystery Yarn Challenge I'm doing. That is now hosted by Elaine over at Elaine Place Crafts. So yeah, this I'm doing her second option, which is bingo, and one of the squares was to use a 3 weight or less. So I did the little sock. I think I have 2 One Hat Wonder hats left, and yeah, okay, that's probably why I don't. I may have to work on him more to keep the head up. But yeah, this is double crochets working side to side. No specific pattern. There's a seam in the back, but yeah, the head just does not want to stay up. Imagine trying to wear the hat and poor count doesn't want to stay up. I'm going to try the count on. There you go. Baby doll will try the hat on. Alright, a little big for baby doll, so this probably means it will probably fit toddler, small child. And yeah. Oh. Poor head don't want to stay up. I'll probably have to get some thread, maybe some. See what I got for colors and try to secure the head on more so it won't flop around as much. Alright, I'm going to put baby doll and the hat down. Okay, scarf. Put scarf over there. Alright, baby doll's going to go over here. There you are. Alright, it was sitting on a basket. I have the basket already filled with a working, that's my temperature blanket scarf, which I'm a little behind on, but that's okay. So anyway, I got this done. It seems like that, I don't know if somehow I end up switching hook sizes, but it's kind of bulkier on the bottom and then less so on top. Yeah, so that is 2 single crochets in 1 stitch, and you skip one. Makes that nice texture, which I like very much on this basket. Already coming in handy. I like baskets. Alright, and I got a second basket done. Already coming in handy. It already got stuff in it. So this started out as the Bag O' Day hat from maybe 3 weeks ago. And it's like, this was too stiff for a hat. And I'm like, let's make it into a basket. So at some point I decided to do alternating front and back posts, single crochets. And at some point I just went to single crochets to make the handle. Yeah. And in it I have a work in progress, which is another little sock. I got that on there going. So yeah, now we're getting into the ones I got work in progress. So that's now the little sock. And you saw, oh, the temperature scarf, which I usually do last, but now I did that one first. So overwhelmingly, I'm seeing so many projects. I think there's one here I haven't shown in a couple videos. I got in here, it's on a loom. Oh, I got other yarn in there. So yeah, you can tell I got nothing done because I'm not quite, to me, I'm debating about frogging it because it's so thin. Because I was going to make a hat and it's like, that's, even if I double it up, I'm not even sure if that will make a hat. So I could potentially keep going with it and it can be like a lacy scarf. Oh, or I could double up, make a pumpkin. I don't know. So I'm not sure if this is going to stay on. I might frog this, or we'll see how I feel about it. But right now it's one of those projects that is kind of like, well, it's kind of going to sit in here for a bit. Plus I got a whole bunch of other scrappy, I got scrappy yarn in here too, so that's in this backpack. I think I'm going to work from this way and go all the way around. So what I have over here, well, this was before a finished, but now I'm kind of working, you know, it was just a pillow, so now I'm kind of trying to make it into an origami cuddly type thing. So he's got a hat now and some hair and some facial features, but that's about it right now. I'm not sure where I'm going with arms yet, or clothing, or whatever, but something to snuggle and cuddle with. Which was one of the things I wanted to do with the knitting machine. So I have that project over here, and I don't think I've touched this one either. It's the tote. So it's like the long and skinny, gonna be long and skinny tote bag. It's really skinny. And it's probably going to be really big. But like the basket, it has 2 single crochets in 1 stitch, and you skip a stitch. And that gives it that nice, unique texture. I don't know why. I usually like bags, but yeah, I haven't touched on that one. Alright, working my way down. This, I have the first, I think I showed it before, this is the first panel. I plan on making a blanket. I got several more skeins of this sock yarn. I'm going to make up the panels and I'm going to attach the panels. Yeah, right now see that the sad thing about my knitting machine, I don't have a row counter, so I don't know exactly how many rows this is. So that's what the stitch markers are on here for. I'm counting up every 20 rows. Also, I'm not done yet. I think this will look kind of fun if I can neatly attach the squares. That's from a while back. I had one that was practice. So I'm like, I think this will make a very nice blanket. But right now it looks like a scarf. Alright, another project I haven't even touched. Yeah, believe it or not, these are socks. They're going to be socks. They're going to be a tube sock. So that's, yeah, I haven't touched it. I'm not sure. I think I'm still kind of, I was initially thinking of a tutorial because I already have a written pattern for this, for these socks. So I was going to consider doing a tutorial. Speaking of tutorials, that's this next two projects. Coming out soon-ish will be the tutorial on how to make the gift bags. Obviously these are not done yet. So I did this one. I thought I found a unique way of carrying the rows, but it was not unique. Let's see if, oh yeah, you can almost see it on camera. But I know it's there, you know. This line. I thought, hey, I would try it where I would, instead of working continuous rounds, I would slip stitch with the round chain 2, work into the stitch before that, and then do the next stitch that we did the slip stitch in. But that's not working out. It makes this line. And I'm not sure if I'm going to frog that, which also means editing a bunch of video that I did already about this one. Which is why I started this one, because this one is continuous rounds and you can't see that line. It's in there. Anyway, this one's about ready to show how to, this one's ready for handles. So yeah, this isn't made of that. Yeah. It does unravel easily. This is that, I'm not sure what to call it. The brand name is something like Kev or something. It's an eco-friendly made of, it's not recycled materials, but I want to say eco-friendly materials, which could potentially like be stuff like, I don't want to say plant-based. Don't quote me, but it's an eco-friendly stuff. But I do love that kind of yarn. I do like it for bags and stuff. Okay, let's see what else we got. We're getting down there. Oh, this. Now we're getting into stuff that the projects were for the bingo, for the Mystery Yarn Challenge. This is the colors for, one of the squares is candy corn colors. And that's what this is. And this is going to be like a kerchief, a head thing. Or cowl, maybe. So it's going to eventually, I'm working its way down into a triangle. And that is moss stitch, linen stitch. Single crochet, chain 1, single crochet in that chain 1 space. That. I like how that looks. I was initially going to make it to look like a candy corn, whatever. I think orange on the bottom, then the yellow, and then the white. And I thought, nah, I like this better. So yeah, this is going to eventually be a kerchief. I don't know why I'm making one. I don't wear them. This is on my October playlist. And this is going to be the spider web. I can't think what it's called. It's the rose, I can't. Like bunting, that's it. This is going to be spider web bunting. I think it will look pretty cool, but now I got to go back and watch the video because I forgot how to do this part. Actually, I can just look at it and tell. So this is all done in treble crochet. Oh, come on down. There we are. And this, yeah, I think I mentioned before in my previous videos, it's like, okay, I'm not quite sure how, how it's lying. I guess it has to be, I might have to, I rarely do, but it might need to be blocked. Or not. Probably, no, more likely not. So, I'm going to probably make much as these is until I run out of these. Alright. Yeah, so many projects. I have been working on this because I took it. This is, like I said, now I take grandchildren to Sunday school at my church. But there's that period between, they have, our church has an early and a late service, and the Sunday schools are in between. And while the kids are at Sunday school, I work on this. So I did get a few more rows done on this. It's not like this one's been ignored. I know this was the one I was supposed to have had done by the end of September, but what was I thinking? Pick a knitting project that takes me a lot longer. Alright. I still have, as soon as I ever find what I know that my studio's a mess, so I'm trying to find, I was going to actually work on this, but I couldn't find the rotary cutter. So I need the rotary cutter to put the lining in this bag. God knows when that'll get done. Because I'm thinking, I'm also, I know back in July I did the Christmas in July. Well, now we're in October, and this is where I'm like, oh, if you haven't started your Christmas projects by now, you better get started. Which is the one project I almost forgot to show you. The one project I should be working on ahead of all these other projects I just showed you, and this is the basket for my sister. It probably looks about the same as you saw last week, because I think I got very little done. Yeah. Because I am making this basket, which will probably double the Christmas, and I think I'm supposed to make one more basket. And in exchange, she's getting me Christmas cards. She does scrapbooking and stuff, so she makes her cards, so she's going to make me cards. In exchange, I'm going to get the basket. So I have a feeling if I want my cards, I better get this basket done. Because I probably want that by beginning November. Lori, if you're listening, I know last year we did a card exchange. I'm not sure if she's planning another one. You can let me know in the comments if you watch this. And let me know if we're doing a card exchange, because I'll have handmade cards. So I better get cracking on this basket, which probably is not the title of my video. It's okay. I need to get going on this project right here. Thumbnail. Okay. That's all I have. So if you did like this video, please get a like. Want to see more content like this, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you always for watching. And I will see you in my next video. Bye now.